He goes live and then immediately walks away.
He's getting his outfit on.
Hell yeah. He better go put on that DM uniform.
Dude, I'm not playing from my desk today. I'm playing from my bed. I'm really fucking lazy today.
Just vibing.
How's that
Dude,
different from like any other day?
Because I worked overtime for the past 3 weeks.
Dang, son.
Feels good to get paid.
I did win a $50 gift card yesterday.
What'd you do? Who'd you do?
Wow. I had the best costume for Halloween. Believe it or not, I won.
What were you dressed up as?
My boss's boss.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Dude, I dressed up as my boss's boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he
Here, I'll
call
send
you
you
a
a pic.
retard too?
No,
Damn.
the boss's boss didn't show up to the party. But somebody
Wow.
else dressed up as them and they won because their group was louder. I was pissed.
That's dumb.
I was pissed.
I thought your outfit looked good with the goatee.
Yeah, here. Someone made a meme, but it looks pretty spot on.
Let's see this.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
that's really good. Dude, your boss kind of looks like Sean Penn a little bit.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'll
Fair.
see.
But yeah,
It's a pretty looking dude.
yeah, it was great. And then someone else did worse and they won and I was pissed. Probably because they were a girl.
Oh yeah, that checks out. You should
You should
Fight
sue.
Yeah, you should fight them. I'm a huge fan of physically altercating with people.
Me too.
Do what?
I said me too.
Yeah.
Brandon, why are you not in the game? I got your
I am
four
in the
birds here. In roll 20?
Oh,
I don't see you.
what about? What about? What about? What about? What about? Oh my God,
Now.
load. What about now?
Oh, there you are.
Ha ha!
You can never
Ha
hurt
ha! Oh, ye of little faith. I'm just kidding. It was my bad.
That
I
was
had
my
there was a pop up that was like, check out what's new, and I was like, leave me alone. All
Whoa.
right, we're good. Cool. I got my birds, bird crew.
Yep.
I've got my concentration coin flipped over. I'm concentrating.
I remember I ruptured one of Connor's testicles,
It grew back.
and then I
grew
gave it
back
back
fast.
to you.
Yes. Yeah.
And where we
I've
left
seen for
off,
his
you guys
life.
had just diffused the situation with the unicorns.
Yes.
By a
Because so
perfect
Debo did a
swan
deep
dive.
dive. Yep.
Yeah. Deep dive into. So let's move you. You're in the water.
And the pink one came up and gave him his testicle back.
Yep.
And cured him of his testiloctomy.
Okay.
Testostomy.
Damn. That was good.
That's pretty good.
Guys, I just realized in all this talky talk, I need to grab some dice. But I do need everyone to make perception checks.
Well, a
right.
natural 20. No,
All right, hot hands. Let's go. Ooh, that's not very hot. All right.
another
I think
fine.
they're pretty good. 17.
10.
Oh, he's not even here.
You joke about a natural 20, and I trade you a natural 20.
Uh-oh. He's got hot hands.
Look at this guy. Showing off.
Look at this guy.
Dude, I can't flex my right arm. I messed it up.
Getting it all out before
What did you
November.
do? Oh my god, dude, you're on.
Ooh.
You're smoking. You got these. You're pretty quick.
I was bowling and I pinched a nerve.
Oh dang,
Ooh.
that sucks.
So like I bowled Monday night again, and we taped my arm, have 5 ibuprofen, then 2 biofreeze
Jeez.
patches on my arm.
Oh my god.
And now it's dead.
No, I got a bowl tomorrow. I'm good.
How many games did you bowl on Monday? Do you do like the 3 games?
Yeah,
Okay.
3.
3 games is a lot. It's a lot of throws.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
my tournament I went to, I bowled 6.
Ugh. Bowling's fun. I shouldn't say ugh. It's fun. It's just that's a lot.
No, we
It is.
understand. So I need to. So what were your guys' perception scores?
I got a 17.
10.
26.
Damn.
God damn. Okay,
He's the future.
right. So with that, you notice that bam.
Oh, should I roll for my owls?
They're okay.
Okay.
But a bunch of goblins have made their way up during the commotion of the fight. And oops, I forgot layer token layer. So there's this little red dude. He's a goblin leader. You see that these goblins have infiltrated their way up and they start netting this unicorn right here. One of them throws a net over it and has gotten the unicorn trapped in a net. And this all happens in a flurry as they all burst out from the brush and the woodwork. And they're all just talking in the goblin language as they come out. Small, most of them small. As typical goblins, they look young and just ready and running and taking advantage of a situation. But the one that is red, he looks like an in-between of a goblin and a hobgoblin. He sits kind of in the middle. He's not quite as big, but he's bulkier and bigger. He stands there with his chainmail shirt, clinging and shining bright amongst the moonlight as it still rests upon here. And as we do, this unicorn has fallen prone and is stuck in a net. And you see, roll a strength saving throw for your owl right here against the goblins as they throw a net on your bird. One of the birds.
You have got it. Let me. You said strength saving throw.
Yep, strength saving throw.
Okay. Well, that's not very good. All right. Let's go. 12.
Okay, with a 12, your bird busts open and breaks the net. As it does, the net gets shot off to one side. It lifts the goblin up off its feet, not ready for the great gust of power coming out of your owl or eagle. I forget which ones they are.
Yeah, it's a giant
But
owl. You're good.
Giant owl, as it busts through, he starts to get off his feet and he lets go quickly enough so the net just flies off into a new area. And with that, let us start initiative.
Debo's mad now.
You messed with Debo's unicorns.
Yeah, Debo loves unicorns, if you recall.
Yeah. The goblin leader is in chain shirt, and you see he has this leather bulwark of a shield resting upon their round. It covers a good portion of his body, giving him an extra set of defense. And you see him point, directing his goblins, and and he points over to the pink unicorn and he goes, "Oh, wait, oh, wow." And he points over at that one, and they all start to move. Many of them gathering nets from across their satchels, and they basically are starting to form this contraption together. Um,
DM.
and yeah,
I'm double checking something real quick, but
go
I
for it.
believe last time I had cast comprehend languages,
Right,
and I'm just checking to see how long it lasts.
go for it.
It lasts 1 hour.
Yeah, he said, "Get the pink one."
'Kay.
And Goblin.
I assumed. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, don't assume. I forgot I had a couple more goblins. So in their final formation, leading up to getting ready for combat, um, these four that are in a diamond are forming a contraption to where two of them have their crossbows ready, like heavy crossbows that take up a good majority of their body, and they have a giant net between all four of them laid out. So these two, this one and this one, have the crossbows set and planted holding the net in place while these two are just pulling out the net so it's at a proper full length, ready to take a cast on the pink unicorn. So what's our initiative rolls?
I have a 15.
Okay,
18.
I actually got a 20,
no way.
a dirty 20,
In
a dirty 20.
back to back.
So G, you got a dirty 20. Brandon, you got 15.
15. Yep.
Connor,
18.
18. So Michael, Connor, Brandon.
Are these squares 5 or are they 10 feet?
They're all 5.
Okay.
Got to roll for the unicorns. Unicorn's not doing so hot. And you see Fenwick immediately turns invisible and pulls himself out, and he goes, "Have fun, guys." Disappears. So that's our turn order. Now, G, you're up. You see all this take place in a matter of moments. They come out of the brush. They spook. It's a big surprise moment as they come out and they're all hollering and yelling. The horses, or not horses, but the unicorns immediately are kicking up and flailing and trying to get in defensive posture. The one that's prone is trying to get up. Dust is being kicked in the air and swirling around into a dust storm. And grass is being uprooted and from the hooves of the horses. And it has just become a moment of chaos.
Okay. So seeing these goblins, just they came out really fast. They must have known
Yes.
the unicorn. They looked like they were kind of sitting and waiting, like the
Mhm.
unicorns come out here, and they seem like they mean business. Like
Yeah.
they've done this before.
Yep.
Okay. So Cedrin is going to he's going to close his eyes for a second and then opens them and focuses, and he sees all the connection and nature, not as Yato would, a druid, but more as like everything in the world's connected through equations, and there is always an answer to the randomness going on, and he sees the wind pattern, and he slowly traces his hand in the air until he sees it, and then he does a symbol, and then he traces his hand across and makes an arc, and I'm going to cast Wind Wall.
Whoa.
And I'm going to make a wall. It has 120 foot. So the spell I can cast at 120 feet, and I can make it 50 feet long and 15 feet high.
Okay.
But I would like to make it basically come like right this way
Okay.
and cut off the goblins from the unicorns is my goal.
Okay. So let me get a free hand. How wide is it?
It is a foot thick and 15 feet high
Okay.
and 50 feet long, but I'm going to arc it so the middle point's probably about the middle of the goblin group.
Okay. So where do you want it?
About
Here?
where that red line was, yeah. Basically
Here?
just cutting the
Like that? Or how I had it before?
diagonal.
Okay. So like that?
So
We'll
cutting
do it like that.
between, yeah.
Yeah, this huge gust of wind forms and it kicks at the unicorns. Not the goblins. The unicorns need to make saves. Correct?
I tried to get it between the unicorn and the goblin was my goal.
They're too close.
They're too close. Then I'd probably
One
push
of
it more
them's
on the
gonna have to get
goblins to make the save. I'd probably push it on the goblin then to get hit and not the unicorns.
Okay. Then we'll have the goblin make the save.
It is a
Thank you.
it's a strength saving throw of 19.
Okay.
You see a 19?
A strength save of 19.
Damn.
Your spell
What's
save
up?
DC is 19.
Yeah,
Do you have
Really?
a magic item that increases it?
I think so. I think it's
Oh.
my my multi-purpose tool,
That's freaking sweet.
Oh yeah. Your hand.
my hand.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, the goblin rolled an 18
if I need to
minus
do
1.
If I need to do it with my
18.
owl too, I can.
Yeah, the owl will have to make a save. He's just big.
That is totally fine. Don't think I'm gonna make a 19
Okay.
though. That's freaking high.
1,
Yeah, I did not make that.
12. So he's going to take, both of them are going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's a 3d8. So,
Awesome.
Jim, do you know what it does, or do you want me to read this to you real quick?
I know it knocks him prone and does like wind damage. I can pull
No,
it
it
up,
doesn't
but-
do that. Just the strong wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall.
Okay.
Loose, lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upward. Arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets behind the wall are deflected upward and automatically miss. Boulders hurled by giants or siege engines and smaller projectiles are unaffected. And then creatures in gaseous form can't pass through it.
Okay.
Nice.
So
And you
Perfect.
said it was 19 damage if they failed to save?
yes.
Okay.
So it's a 3d8. I rolled 19 damage. So I
Okay.
rolled really well.
This
Rip that
owl,
dude.
after taking 19 damage, gets whipped around and unfortunately dissipates.
Sorry, Mr. Owl.
It's all right. That's what he's there for.
And so Cedrin does that. And then he shouts, make sure I can do this real quick.
Sorry, I'd like to jump in here real quick, rules
Okay.
lawyer. I think that owl should still be alive. It dropped me over the pond.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
We never said it landed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything in the notes that would have said otherwise.
But that's a DM call.
Cedric
We'll just-
cast comprehend languages.
I'm gonna be on my A game tonight.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Debo does a deep dive. into the pond with the help of the owl. The unicorns are very impressed. And then he restores his testicles. Technically, where we ended session.
Right.
So technically, the owl could be. Like the owl could be like right here, like over the pond. But they would have thrown the net at something else. If that's the case, they would have probably attacked another unicorn or something.
I would honestly
instead of
say
the
let's
unicorn.
just leave it where it lies
Yeah, we can just keep
right
going.
now.
I'm not.
Let's just
I'm
leave
not.
it where it
It's
lies.
fine. Yeah, good catch.
It's
though,
not
Connor.
that mission critical. I think you guys got the goblins. So with that, is that your whole turn, G?
And then basically, Cedrun's going to shout. He's going to go, look, leave now or suffer the consequences. That's all he has. Pass turn.
They, as far as you can tell, they can't hear you past the wind wall.
That's fair.
It was a good warning then.
I'll probably move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I pass.
Okay. So with that, next in line, Connor, Debo, what would you like to do?
As I see them get the nets ready to capture these unicorns, I rage.
Okay.
Let me do my wild surge.
Yeah, what does your rage look like?
So since I'm in the water, picture it like a pulse happening, just like a and these ripples get like bigger and bigger and bigger, and my shell starts to lighten up.
The
I got
didgeridoo comes in.
what is that? Well, this kind of fits. I got a 1. Shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You also gain 1d12 hit points. I want that one. The red one.
So it's each creature, right? Within 30 feet?
Yep.
So you can reach...
I want both of them.
Yeah, you should be able to reach both of these, and you should be able to reach one, maybe... I don't know.
I can't reach
Depending on
this
which-
one.
You could probably reach the goblin leader. I don't know. That's James calling which of these 4 you can reach. The arrow says all 4.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So 1d12, huh? It's been a while, old friend. I got a 12.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
So, bam, bam. Oh, that dude was already dead. That's my bad. Bam. He's still alive. So, these tendrils latch out.
What about these
What were
2?
you gonna say? Which 2?
Huh? What about these 2?
My bad. I thought when you said 2, I thought you were talking about bam, bam. Let's go. So, it comes out. They just bust out of you. All these tendrils, they all leach out at once, coming out of you like these giant spikes, and they find themselves grabbing and pulling and rending these goblins into multiple pieces. And you see the necrotic damage take hold, and their skin starts to turn black, left with these burn marks essentially from this own wild magic that is a part of you, enhanced probably in its own effect by the unicorns being so close to Fey magic, which is unstable in itself and its randomization. As it does, you are filled with renewed vigor and you find yourself getting just astonishment, and you feel that pull of the telekinetic bond into you from the unicorns, and they go,
Yes, Charlie. Take us to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
do it again.
Can it be Welcome to the Jungle instead?
Dude, absolutely, but that's copyrighted.
That is copyrighted.
And then yeah, so they immediately all are wiped.
That was a bonus action.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
What happens if I try and push through the wall?
You take damage. You got to make a strength save and beat a DC 19.
I'm going for the red one.
Okay.
I'll roll my strength save.
I'm not sure if he takes damage. I think only if he if he ends his turn there. I'll double check while you roll.
I'm going through this wall.
Yeah, you can go through. You just need to make a DC check.
Each creature within its area.
You said a strength saving throw? Or strength
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw.
Okay, cool. Does a 28 succeed?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Oh god.
Thank you, but you showed them your time. No.
So
We're in the middle.
I would like to be on his grill. And I would like to swing with Great Weapon Master. Rage.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I think I will, Jim. No cap, a natural 20. I
All right.
smite him.
They're
Okay.
just goblins. They're just goblins.
Let me smite him.
Okay. Go
Just
for it.
goblins, man.
So let me have this. So it's
You're just gonna turn them into spray paint.
yeah, honestly. Max damage with Great Weapon Master is 34.
Plus
And
2d8.
Should be 48 since I smited.
So with
With
James
crit.
crit rules, we take max damage and then you roll
Yep.
the 2d8. So it's 16 plus 2d8.
Okay. So 34 plus 16, that's 50. Here's the other 2d8. It's not very good. That's an additional 4 with it.
Okay. So what's the total?
54, I believe.
Okay. How do you want to do this on the goblin boss? How do you want to do it? He holds up his shield like he wants to deflect it, and he believes he can deflect it. He does not
no.
deflect. You see, he does not flinch when you come up to him. He's going, oh, and he hits himself in the chest with his shield, but it's slightly too big, and it off kilters him, and he's just ready for you, bracing for impact.
I would like to grab the shield and like lift him up and lift my axe up. And there's like lightning, I would say. And I just want to slam it down on him, cleave him in half vertically.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It comes down, slices through the shield. No resistance, like butter heated with holy magic. As it does, it cleaves through, and you get this vertical line, perfectly cartilized goblin. As it does, goes through his skull, down the base of his body, through the sternum, cuts him perfectly split in half, and he falls to either side, crumples.
I won't even use my other action.
I mean, there's still 4 goblins. They're not sleeping tonight, man. They gotta go to therapy.
Well, hey, one of our best friends is a goblin. Okay, so there's like no, there's no prejudice here.
This is a borderline hate crime.
Just don't tell Clonk.
Yas.
What Clonk doesn't know won't hurt him.
Correct.
I end my turn.
Okay,
They're werewolves.
Brandon.
Watching Debo barrel his way through this wind wall and then pick up a goblin and slice the hot dog in half the long way. I'm kind of staring in shock a bit. Kind of wondering, wow, this didn't really seem like it was a coordinated assault, but I mean, he had eldritch tentacles come out, smack like 4 of them off the face of the earth, and then he split the other one the long way. This is a hate crime. So I'm just gonna I'll go ahead and use my bonus action. I'm gonna have me owl up here. Let's see, how much movement? You have good movement, right?
DM, what is that? What is that, DM?
It's hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's narrative. It's narrative. I'm listening to Brandon talk about whatever he's doing.
What
What you got there, DM?
A smoothie.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you roll me like 2d6, G? My bad, 3d6.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll have my owls move over toward the
13.
unicorns in a protective formation.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Do I is this on my turn or is this at
No,
the end?
no, this is later. I just gotta set some
Okay.
stuff up.
Okay. I cast concentration wall of fire that direction. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, I'll move my owls over, and I'll give them the command, protect the unicorns, and I think that's gonna be it for me. I just witnessed a terrible crime against humanity, so I think that's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, the goblin boss is dead. He's cleaved in half. On
I
his
should hope
turn,
so.
rest in peace. The remaining goblins, they just kind of like look at it. They look at the situation. They look at Devo and they go. They throw their weapons down. They scatter off back into the woods. They scamper with all their movement that they can. Oh, and they'll use their nimble escape. To do that, as they do, they just kind of venture off. You hear one of them. Really, only Debo hears it with the wind wall. G, can you read lips?
Sure can.
Does
Now-
comprehend languages allow you to read lips?
That's a DM call.
It's like 2 separate things.
Yeah. It's like magic and like physically reading lips. Because it's the observation feat. Let me read observation feat. It's down here.
No, it only works for what you hear.
It says, well, it says a creature's mouth, while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips. And I
That you what? Wait, what's the observant feat say?
Okay. That's a lot closer of a call than I thought it was going to be, actually.
It says, if you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips.
But you don't because you can't hear it. Comprehend
But you
languages
can-
only. Comprehend languages only works if you hear it. If he can't
That's
hear it,
true.
he has no idea what those lips are
Okay.
saying.
That's
Alright.
true. But
Comprehend
he can
languages.
understand it.
Comprehend languages is fully dependent on being able
Yeah.
to hear. If he can't
Yes, I
hear
think
it,
you're
the
right.
spell doesn't
Yeah.
work.
I think you're right. Yeah, I
Which
think you're
means
right.
he
It's
can't
just a
read.
very funny interaction because of
Yes.
the way that it's worded that it like
Yes.
almost could be argued to work. Like that's really funny.
Oh no, if it was like if like he could hear him, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But he can't
Well,
hear him. And
and
that's
it's
comprehend
interesting because
languages
like
application.
yeah. Well, and like of course comprehend languages has to be worded that way otherwise it's a different spell to be like oh it's languages that you can read. But which spell is it that is languages that you can read?
Comprehend languages, but my hand has to be touching the words. There's also
Uh,
warlocks have a different
Yeah.
one that they can literally
Okay.
just read it.
And that's why I'm making this call, because with
Okay.
comprehend languages, it's very specific. If you don't hear it, you can't comprehend it.
Gotcha.
If you're
All
not
right.
touching it, you can't comprehend it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a lot closer of a call than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be. I was like,
Yeah.
oh. All right.
So yeah, it's just a
So this
gurgle.
is something that Debo hears.
And they scamper off into the woods. As they do so, Yato, you actually see coming out from behind. They're not coming out aggressively. As they walk out of the woods, they kind of come running. These men in uniform, a not a guard uniform, not a military uniform, but it's obviously a uniform, and a uniform in which you recognize. So,
Okay.
this is the uniform of the Shade Seekers. They are all coated in this translucent black leather garb, and you see it starts to take in its surrounding environments. It pulls upon the environment that's around it, so it shimmers and blends in. You start to see that whatever is behind them starts to take place upon their armor. They stay masked up. All you can see is their eyes as it's hooded over and cape, except for one of them is wearing full heavy plate armor.
Okay.
Um, he does not care, but all the other dudes do. They tend to carry. Many of them are carrying longbows across their backs with their fletches of arrows upon their side as they come up, and all of their arrows are fletched with black swan feathers. As they come around, you just see the emblem of upon branded, and almost like it stands up like bumps on a skin upon their pauldron that shows the Shade Seeker's emblem, which really only you would have a concept of knowing who they are. But the one in blackmail, he hails for you, and he holds out his sword, uh, pulls it out, and it bursts into a bright flame of light, and you see that it um, uh, that the weapon is a claymore, and he holds it up with the one hand as he hails you, and he goes, "Yato!" He goes, "It has been such a time since I ever thought I would see you again. Uh, so have you come for the same treasures we have?" And you see that this individual, even in his own cheery mannerism, uh, uh, there's something not quite right. It's as if there's no light behind his eyes as it rests there, giving him a source of dread upon anyone that looks upon him. And you see his claymore sits, and on where the normally the hand guard would be is actually set up to look like a candlestick, and it has two of these uh, metal engraved candlesticks that point up into small wisps of flame and metal on either side, giving him a surrounding of light and heat. And you see each step he takes leaves burnt grass behind him.
Um,
And you would
so
recognize this individual as Kest Kest, Kest
I like that.
Wolbrin.
I like that name.
WOL BRIN.
WULBREN. Wolbrin.
Okay. Um. Um. Okay. Yato. So, seeing this man emerge and the goblins kind of flee, I'll kind of turn my attention to them and face them, and I'll kind of give a hand signal to hold, to like Cedrin and Debo, um, and I'll kind of call out, um, Kest. It's good to see you, I suppose. Are you what's your purpose in this clearing?
Well, we're hunting. Isn't that what you are also here for? He goes, that. And he points again with his claymore, lifting it effortlessly with his hand. And he goes, that right there is worth a lot of money. You and I both know that. Tit for tat. That is the #1 prize around here. That will feed all the troop.
Um, well, I think you know me well enough to know that I like nature to be a bit more less interrupted than that, don't we?
Yeah, it's give and take because I never understood your love for all nature, despite the fact that, the whole world's gone to shit and you still think you could have kept a little bit of it okay, you know. I always found you a little mixed signals, but it's fun for you. If you're not here to hunt it, you know, uh that's the only one I want. The rest would be left perfectly fine.
Um,
I'm
what?
gonna dispel wind wall.
You're gonna go ahead and drop it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah. I need my turtle.
That's fair. Good call. Um, I'll kind of like steal a quick look over at Sojourn, and I'll kind of say, um,
I
well,
walk over. Go, who's your friend, Yato?
uh, this is Kest Wolbrin. Um, he's the leader of the of the Shade Seekers. Um, I did some work for him a while back, bringing in some tough quarries.
Hmm. Kest. What's we just catching up on old times, or
Debo's walking over, by the way.
No, I'm on the same hunt, just as I told Yato. I assumed you could hear me, whatever your name is. But no, I just need that one unicorn and we'll be on our way. Fair's fair. I got a bunch of people to feed and mend and get back up in shape so we can keep on moving through. We got more quarry as Yato would call them to catch. I'd call them people.
so you're a bounty hunter.
Oh, absolutely. Of course we are. It's the best way to survive in hard times. I've never had a more profitable year since the Celestials came.
So you're sellsword.
Absolutely.
I'm not condoning any bounty hunting. I don't think there's anything wrong with that profession, but I do think there's something wrong with those who you work for. Celestials are not your friends.
Well, of course not. They're business partners. It's completely different. You have to understand, if it wasn't them, I'd work for one king. If I wasn't working for that king, I worked for his king. Everyone wants something. He goes, it might as well just stay in the interest of whoever's the leading power at the time. So you should understand that perfectly well. Based off your tattoos, you obviously escaped some of the prison. You guys just haven't made our mark yet. So I'm more than happy to let you all pass.
I think that would be a bigger mistake than taking any bounties from the Celestials.
Why?
I
Yato
think
made his living that way. I made my living that way. We survived.
that maybe that was in the past, and we all have past.
It is true, Cedrin. I did. That's actually what got me thrown in jail. Was getting a little too comfortable showing off my magical prowess. They thought I could do a bit too much, so they locked me up. Say what, Kest? We've got no quarrel with you. What if I extend you an offer? Come back to me, Druid Village. We'll clean you, heal you, feed you. Then you go on our way and pursue the next bounty, but we leave these here ponies as is.
Roll persuasion.
All right. I'm gonna do my best here. Gonna try. Okay. It's not best. It's not terrible. Got +3. All right, so it's 18, 19 total.
Hey, you want to add 5 to that?
Oh my god, I would love to. All right. How does 24 sound?
Okay, with a 24, Cass looks at you and he goes, that sounds mighty tempting from a deplorable village, but there's much more worth in that there horse than there is in your village. Passed by it not too long ago. I know you guys aren't doing great. And he gives a motion for his men to knock their longbows as they start aiming up at the herd of the unicorns.
I would say, as he's talking about taking the horse, you feel the water, that pulse gets stronger.
Right.
It's starting to ripple a lot more, and Debo's shaking a little bit.
There's the T-Rex. There's the T-Rex ripple across the pond.
Yato's Cedrin is gonna steal a glance at Yato and look for any kind of "Are we going?" signal.
There's no need to get hasty. After all, hunts can be fruitful. Debo, Cedrin, we came here to see a unicorn miracle. We've seen one. They say they want one unicorn. The herd will still be strong and healthy. We don't have to fight. We can let this one be.
I stopped Yato. I put my hand on his arm.
If you guys are looking in Yato's eyes, you guys do detect just a glint of fear. They're Yato, you guys have seen Yato scared in a cave. You guys know what fear is. He doesn't like being underground, but you guys you haven't seen him back down from a challenge of an adversary, and he's not excited about fighting these guys. That is pretty clear.
Yeah, Yato.
Yeah.
I turn to look me in the eyes and go, "We're your friends, and this is your call. I am. You know this forest better than I do. You know what's best. Yes, we saw a unicorn miracle, but I'm I'm getting bad vibes from these guys, and from what he said and what you've told me, I know you from Cinder's prison, and that's the Yato I know. Whatever happened in the past is in the past, but you're not alone, and we'll follow you wherever.
For
Um,
story's sake, I just want to put both my hands on Yato and Cedrin, and I'm going to do bolstering magic on both. So,
to recover a spell slot.
yeah. To D4. Cedrin, you get 3.
Oh shit!
Yato, you get 2.
Hell yeah, I'll take it.
So
Yeah.
as you're doing this save, Kest looks at you all and he sees the dead goblins and he just mutters to himself. He's like, you can never send a goblin to do a man's work. He goes, Yato, I'm taking the shot whether you like it or not. This would be in all best case scenario for you to walk away. And as he says walk away, he puts all the power of the magic and the spell command into his voice as he speaks it over you.
Okay.
And can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. That's a good call. I like it. Baby. All right, that is going to be a 25.
Yeah. You feel the power of his words hit you. They hit like a truck right into you. You feel your legs wanting to shift backwards and away from the situation. But you hold your ground, feeling the magic imbuing of Debo resonating within you, bolstering you up, as well as Cedrin's calming voice next to you, that voice of reason when the instinct has kicked in. So,
So I'll hold my ground, and I'll kind of look back at him, look at those hollow eyes, and I'll just look back and you two would have seen Yato kind of shudder, kind of turn his head a bit, and kind of push through it. All right, guess no need to play dirty. These are fey creatures. They don't affect the natural order too much. Please just take one. Don't get too greedy. You know what happens to the greedy. And I'll take a step away, like out from in between him, like the bowman and the unicorns, and I'll just kind of. Oh, did we lose him?
No.
Brandon, what's your plan?
I honestly like. This is not a good place to fight.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. So, I'll kind of step out of the way, and just kind of, I'll just go. No need to get greedy. You know what happens to the greedy. And then I'll kind of step out of the way, of the. I'll step out of the way of the like down south, so that way like there's like another bowman that has like a clear shot kind of thing. And as I kind of like start stepping away, one, I want to make it clear to Kess that like I didn't fail his saving throw, and then two, like I'll kind of whisper to Cedrin and Debo and just say, "This is not a fair fight. If I have to choose between you all and a couple of ponies, I'm going to choose you every time. Let's go."
As you
No
do
need
this,
to
and
pick fights with bullies.
you take your step away, all the bowmen unleash their arrows. And you know these guys. They're shade seekers. They don't miss. They're very accurate. They are trained longbowmen. Many of them, as you see, even on the outside standing of their gloves, these are half orcs.
Hmm.
The other ones coated up. They're not mere fighters. They're not. They know this land just as well as you do, as they unleash the arrows, and uh, they hit the pink one, and then they hit the three behind the pink one. They killed 4 of them. And he goes, Kess looks at you and goes, "Oh, happens in a volley." And he goes, "Thank you." He goes, "I'll be on my way. If you ever need me, just holler." He goes, "I got a camp not far from here. I'd love to meet up and catch up on some old times, see what all you've been up to, especially since you got that fancy tattoo on you. You know, I'd hate for things to come back around. Let's hope you keep your name down low. Uh, but if it does, you know, business, business." And they move forward, take their unicorn.
As he like finishes his sentence, I'll kind of
Mhm.
under my breath, I'll just kind of mutter, "Fucking bully," um, and kind of to like the closest half orc or something, like as they start moving toward the unicorns. I assume that all of the unicorns like disperse whenever like those 3 or those 4 go down. Um, but like as they start moving toward the unicorns to the closest one, I'll just be like, I'll maybe like whisper something guttural like "fucking
Mhm.
traitor" or something like that. Um,
Roll roll intimidation.
yeah. Well, I'm doing okay with that. That is a 21.
Okay. With a 21, mask still up, you see he pulls down his mask, like half his cowl. Um, and uh, you see it's a half orc exposed, and he's got a moon druid tattoo over one of his eyes, as in a crescent moon. And he opens his mouth and he sticks his tongue out at you, and you realize his tongue's been cut off.
Interesting.
And he puts it back up and walks
That's
away.
pretty nasty. Um, I'll just kind of glare at him and just like with a like "you've got no fucking excuse" kind of glare.
Mhm.
And
Roll roll insight at this too.
yeah. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Wow. Dirty 20. You guys are rolling high. You guys are rolling fire. You can see that unlike Kes has that there's no light behind his eyes. It's as if it absorbs all light within it like black voids.
Hmm.
His eyes are dilated. You see it almost looks like the only thing you would associate this look in their eyes and his own mannerism is as if he was under the influence of an alcohol or drugs.
And that's Kest,
No,
or that's this.
that's the half
Okay,
orc.
gotcha. Okay. I'll kind of keep walking. And I'll the 3 remaining owls. I'll like gesture to them to come like pick us up. Whenever like before we like take off, I'll kind of call out to Kest and say, "Oh, Kest, one more thing. If my name ever does come up on your list, don't take the bounty. I'm not worth it."
He smiles, a little chuckle falls out. It just drawls out of his mouth as it does, and it echoes across the water. And he goes, "I think I'll keep that in mind." He goes, "But It seems like I can't help but keep running into you. So he goes. And he nods towards all you all as they're picking up their unicorns, their bounty, and taking them back. They tie up their legs and pull them and start dragging them back. And he goes, well, he goes, just to keep you in the loop. No, you're not with us anymore, not partaking in the hunt. But opportunity's opportunity, and I'm split as is on stuff I can do. And he goes, so if you want it, you can look at it, you can have it. Because I'm not going to get around to it. If you don't want it, just leave it. And he drops a piece of paper on the ground and walks off.
I'll have the owl like kind of flutter over, pick it up with its foot, and then like I'll lift off.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Nope.
Okay. So, the letter, this is a letter you're very familiar with, this parchment. This is a contract, and it has been sent out as something that would have been put on a public post board. And it goes seeking, basically seeking prisoners. And it has a list of a couple prisoners' names, and one of the big one that immediately pops up is Sloth. And it's got a bounty next to it, and it says like 50,000 gold for getting Sloth. And then the other one is the princess, Trudy. His name is on there, and hers is like 100,000 gold in bounty. And then the last one is Fenwick. And his is 200,000 gold pieces.
Oh. And he's on the list of escaped prisoners?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Wasn't he the guard?
No. He's your fairy.
That's the fairy that just...
Oh, the fairy. That's right.
And you just see it says Fenwick, and it's got a dashed line, but because of how it was placed, you see that some more kind of like descriptions based, because all of them give a description of the person that you're hunting, and if a picture is available, they'll give you a picture. Sloth, they have a picture of. Trudy, they have a picture of, as she's a pretty high profile target, being a princess. Fenwick does not have a picture. But has the it does have a symbol next to it that you would know from being a bounty hunter that basically like would mean like great beast.
Like a challenge rating kind of thing, or like a symbol
Yeah.
that denotes this is a dangerous target.
Very dangerous. Yeah, it's like Fultrent is just like great beasts, like and would be classified as dangerous.
Gotcha. And are these marked as like dead or alive, or are these like capture alive only? Or is
This
it
is
varied
dead.
on each one?
This is right now it wants all dead. They already tried capture.
All are marked as kill on sight. Got it. Okay, I will kind of as we're flying back to the village, I will I'll kind of look over that briefly, and then I'll kind of bring my owl close, and I'll hand it off to Cedrin and Debo so they can get a look as well.
Mm-hmm.
Debo relays the message to Sloth. Just be like, you have a bounty on your head now. Stay woke.
Yato, can we land for a second?
Of course. And I'll go ahead and push down for just like the next clearing that we see.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't need a map. This can all be just like theater of mind. That's fine.
I just had it. I'm moving you
Oh,
guys because it's pertinent for me.
Okay. Yeah. I'll land and I'll hop off my owl. I'm kind of ready to talk about this, so I'm definitely like open to discussion.
Cedrin finds like a kind of like a stump or like a fallen log, sits down and kind of gestures for Yato to also sit, and Debo as well.
Debo doesn't sit.
Well, that was a lot. I guess I would like to know what was all that, Yato. That what's going on?
I mean, I'll go ahead and drop concentration on the owls. It's probably pretty close to their time limit anyway, so I'll go ahead and drop concentration on them. Was kind of wondering when some other parts of me past were going to catch up. Well, you met him. That's Kest Wilbrin. That is one of the most brutal and capable fighters I've ever met. Other than you, of course, Debo. He's a huge bully, as you also saw. And he employs several half-orcs, and some of which are from my village, and that's actually how I got the in with him, is I knew somebody who worked with him, and they recruited me to help him out with something pretty difficult. Did a pretty good job, got a good paycheck, kept going, started doing solo gigs. My set of skills of capture and being able to transform and being able to turn into a giant snake is pretty handy for grabbing people. So I did some work for the the enemies before I really knew they were enemies, and went home one day and found my forest burned down, and swore to never work for them again, and well, it was too late. They already had me marked for casting too high level spell. Would never call Kest a friend, but I would call him a strong contender for some kind of mentor, maybe a boss. Taught me a lot of what I know about bounty hunting, and he, well, you saw him. He's an imposing figure.
Debo, what did you think of Kess?
Debo just has his head on the tree, looking down at the ground, and you hear You hear something Debo's never really said before, and he says, "I'm gonna fucking kill him." And Debo just started beating the shit out of this tree.
You start beating the shit out of the tree, and then you hear a voice from the tree, and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! That's so unnecessary." He goes, "Calm down, my friend." He goes, and Fenwick's there. He's still invisible, but he's like, "My friend." He goes, "I'm all for you eliminating him. Uh, but I think it'll be, how you want to do it. How you guys thinking about doing it?"
But I don't think we've. I know I'm not speaking for all of us, obviously. Uh, Fenwick, could you just give us a moment, please, please?
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. I understand. I understand. I was just saying. I was just. You guys didn't know Yato was so much fun. He goes, "This is very exciting. I just wanted to kind of be in the loop. I just wanted in the loop."
Oh, okay.
He flutters away. You hear his wings flutter away.
Cedric kind of leans back, rubbing his temples. He goes, "Okay."
Can y'all make perception checks?
I don't see shit.
I got a 16.
Okay.
A 16 as well.
A 3.
Okay. So you guys feel the ground shake underneath you as it moves past you and pulls up. You see trees breaking and falling under the wake of whatever's moving underground as you guys are having this conversation. And as you do, you see this giant monstrosity plated in scales unlike anything you've ever seen. It has this fur poking out between plates that keep it warm and allow its bristles to move past the dirt. It's got these great digging claws as it bursts out its maw, the head of a basilisk with the body of a boulette.
No thanks.
Roll me initiative.
Mm,
Damn.
Ka-chow.
that's not very good.
Okay, so the greater basilisk rolled a 16.
Okay.
What did you roll, Cedrin?
21.
21. Yato?
I have a 4.
Okay. Debo?
12.
Okay. Cedrin, you are up to bat.
So this thing just pops out of the ground.
Pops out of the ground.
Cedric was
Are
like
you
leaning
within
back,
30
like closing his eyes, like rubbing his temples. He hears this giant, like roar, hiss, shake. He looks over, kind of back over his shoulder. He goes, God, like kind of under his breath. He's like, "Fuck this forest, man." He looks at Yato and go, "Is this going to disturb the natural order of things?"
I'm about to disturb his natural order. Yeah, get some.
All right. And he's gonna clap his hands and he's gonna summon the red dragon. Be 15 feet in front of me.
Let's use this little dude. He's kind of hard to see. 15 feet?
Yep.
Next to the bird?
Sure. I think the bird was dispelled, I thought, but maybe not.
I don't know. That's Yato's call.
Yato did say he dispelled him.
And then
Okay, you have control G of your little spider dude.
thank you.
Yeah.
And then I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all I can do.
Okay. This thing's turn. It thunders each step, digging into the ground, raking up the grass and dirt. You see its eyes dark and just single solid black built into this bluish dark gray skin as it comes barreling towards you. 20, 30. G, can you make a save?
I can attempt one.
Okay.
What am I saving?
As it looks at you and hits you with its petrifying gaze.
Yikes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Does a 17 work?
Yes.
Ooh.
As it works, you feel the power of this gaze penetrate deep within you, but unlike before with the you feel that the power of this basilisk is quite strong as it starts to bear down on you, and you feel the weight of stone start to linger around your joints and your feet, but you withhold it and are able to break from it and find that you are still intact and able to continue moving as normal and are not being petrified. Your muscles have relaxed and are back into their state of which they once were. As you are, it leaps, full on leaps.
Mm-hmm.
Its long jump is up to 30 feet.
Yeah, I believe it.
So it leaps on you. You can make a dexterity or strength saving throw.
I choose Dex.
Okay. As not understanding, you see that its hind legs, these are just built for power, but they have this springness to them as they're not quite as stocky as the standard basilisk, but again, with that body of the boulette, it seems to leap forward, launching its full body weight onto you.
I see Cedric sees it leap. He goes, shit. And I got a 13, unless I need to add a 5 to that. Probs do. I don't even know if an 18 is going to say. That thing's big.
Yeah, you can add 5 to it.
Yeah, I'll add 5. Make it an
Okay.
18.
You take 20 points of... My bad. You take half damage. As it leaps over to you, you curl and turn to the side, using it, realizing you haven't moved quite enough just due to the sheer size and amount of this monstrosity. You move once forward, but still getting caught by one of its giant maws and claws, and it rakes down your back as you move away from it. And the slashing damage you take is 9 points of slashing damage and 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And that is the half, so 19 total.
Nope, I believe.
As it comes down on you with the weight of the world, essentially, this great worm has decided you are lunch. frothing at the mouth, its petrifying gaze. It's still trying to eye you suspiciously and take you out and keep you in place, as it seems a lot of that big leap took its energy out from it, and it's sitting there keeping itself composed, trying to get up. Also, it has a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on top of you, or it's in your area.
Mm-hmm.
But, oops. It's going to sweep with its tail and do a full circular motion.
Mhm.
In an arc. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Who's both?
You and your little robot.
Oh, I don't know if it does that. That's a 13.
Okay.
And my little robot. It. I don't know. Where's the Eldritch Cannon? Okay, it has ability scores of 10. Okay, there it is.
So plus nothing.
Plus nothing. That was a natty 1 on the Eldritch Cannon.
So you both are knocked prone.
Yep.
And you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. As the tail, you realize this hefty monster, you think it's out of gas. As it does, it's only reinvigorating itself from the leap. It climbs back up and just starts to swing around, and the tail catches you as you're recovering from dodging its deadly leap. As it does, knocks the wind out of you, and you fall flat on your back, realizing that also your machine has been caught and takes 15 damage as well of bludgeoning damage. And
The machine is immune to conditions, so it just.
it's chilling. It's chilling.
Yeah.
It just like squatted, came back up.
I like to imagine it like fell on its back, but the arms are like a toy and they just reversed and stood back up.
I like the thought it's just like a gyroscope, so it like got
Yeah.
hit and it's just spinning in place.
Exactly.
Like the droids.
Yeah.
And so it's like unfazed. It doesn't get dizzy. It's sitting there, just took the damage, just got a dent in the head of it.
This is a very well-designed battle bot.
Yes.
Very well designed. The
By
Blue
the-
Dragon is without flaw.
So with that is the deadly monster's turn as it slams and puts all it into you to try and crush you under its weight, using everything it has at its disposal. Debo.
Depot, help!
Debo rages again.
Okay.
Let me find my wild search table. All right. I'll grab my D8. Okay, what is that? Oh, cool. Until you rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC, while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus. So, I would like to... I know this is less than 40 feet, but I would like to get behind it for some advantage here.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
rage, you should be able to jump, right?
I should.
Yeah. You
That's
have
a
to
level
leap.
7 feature. It's
Yeah,
like
you can
the
leap
instinctive pounce or something like that.
from Tasha's.
So you can jump 30 feet, and that's not a part of your movement. So you can like leap 30 feet and then move 30 feet.
Yeah, we'll leap 30 feet. Do I still get advantage if I leap?
Yeah.
You're a good man. All right. Great Weapon Master. Okay, does a 19 hit?
That does hit.
That's wonderful to hear, Jim. It's very wonderful. It takes 28 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. Hot dice. Dirty 20. Okay. Okay, that's better. That's 28 points of damage.
So 2 28s.
Yep.
Okay. You hit it, you cleave into it, you rip off some of its scales as it's coming through, and your axe embeds itself deep within, but you find that these scales are like stronger than steel as you're cleaving into them, and they flex under the weight of your axe. Only through your sheer brute force of power are you able to cleave into them and cut through and tear through to get yourself access to actually busting within this monstrosity. And you deal both points of damage, it immediately turns on you just in pure instinct and looks to see what has caused it so much pain as it rears up and roars in its own fashion. You started your turn within 30 feet of the basilisk. Make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at these.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, 18.
Yeah, you succeeded as you don't even feel it. You're just making eye contact with it, and it's like, well, that didn't work, and it just hisses.
I hiss back.
Okay. You want to do anything else on your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yato.
All right. Yato, who's been clenching his knuckles ever since the ground started moving around. His voice a bit shaky. Sorry for being such a coward, boys. Just scared of losing you again. I don't want to fight like that. Yeah, and he kind of closes his eyes and nods and bows his head briefly, putting his hands to his temples. And when he opens his eyes again, they're bright white, a light shining out, lightning arcing off of them. He casts Call Lightning at the 4th level.
You mean
The
cry
cloud
lightning?
darkened.
Do what?
Nothing.
Oh, Cry Lightning. I'd like the Greater Basilisk to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's so dexterous. It's the most dexterous thing I've ever made.
I had a feeling. It's a cool creature, though.
Thank you. I combined 2 of my favorites.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I got
do
an
I need to
18.
make a con saving throw?
Yes, I made an 18 minus 1.
Okay.
So 17.
That just makes it. Okay, yeah, I made the saving throw. That's a 21. Alrighty. Okay, so he's going to take half damage from this. I'm going to roll 5d10s.
God damn. Yeah, you see the clouds have darkened overhead and once was a pretty clear night that you started on. And as it does, the clouds go and cover the moon and you see them crackle and roaring thunder. And as they crackle, the friction, the light breaks through and a bolt of lightning comes cast down.
Okay, so it's 24 damage total, so he'll take half of that. So 12 damage, and it is lightning damage.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and wild shape. And I'm going to turn myself into... let's see. It's been just a hot second since I've done this. I'm going to turn myself into a... Yeah, why not? I'm going to turn myself into a Quetzalcoatlus, the giant pterodactyl that's as tall as a giraffe. And I will take a couple of big giant flaps, and I will go 60 feet in the air.
Okay.
And the Quetzalcoatlus is obviously like still purple tinted, and he has very bright white glowing eyes that are like clearly giving off light.
Okay,
As
perfect.
I'm still concentrating on call lightning.
So, is that what you want to do with your turn?
Yeah, that should be. I think that's it for me.
There you go.
Amazing. If you've never looked up what a Quetzalcoatlus looks like, you should do it because they're fucking
scary.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrifying animals.
Okay, Cedrin, we're back up to you as you see Yato has changed form, increasing in size into this giant bird as he flies up 60 feet, still eyes white, the clouds still covering dark with thunder, crackling with lightning, ready to strike again. You still see the ebbs of electricity webbing off of this monstrosity.
So hearing Yato, as he's still kind of tearing up about what happened earlier, Cedrin, still laying on his back, heard it when he kind of shouts, still kind of continuing the conversation for a second. Goes, Yato, you know that we're your friends and that, you know, you don't have to back down from a bully. We may be strong separately, but we are even better together. And then I'm going to say and go, Red Dragon's douche. And Red Dragon's going to, this thing's big, right?
It's huge.
So I would like to aim the cone up away from everybody, but still
Right.
have to make him make the dex saving throw.
Absolutely. I'm horrible at these. I got a 5.
Yeah.
He got
so
a
that's good. Yeah.
He just
so that's
eats it. It just coats over him.
5. That's gonna be 12 points of fire damage. I'm sorry. It's actually 3d8. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. That's gonna be
Sandbagging.
18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
How's the fire looking? Does it look like that's the thing to do?
It's just kind of sitting on him. You see it covers his scales. It billows over him in a moment.
How those
it
scales
just-
looking?
Oh, they look fine. Still glowing. Still covered. They're a little charred, a little covered in soot. But it didn't seem to have any major effect. It didn't seem to do nothing. Obviously, heated left a burn mark and blistering, but underneath the scaling, but it didn't do any additional damage.
Yeah. These are all. Oh, you know what else is a dexterity saving throw? The one and only. So Cedrin's still laying on his back, not wanting to move and get the thing's attention. He kind of looks around and he sees a good sized rock, about the size of like Debo's foot. And he sees it and he like touches it and makes a little symbol and then points upwards. And I'm gonna cast catapult at 3rd level.
Oh hell yeah! Donk.
What a power move. Catapult Debo next.
That's gonna be a 19 dex saving throw.
Donk.
I got a 16 total.
Yeah.
As this rock just right into it.
Yeah. So that's
Just
5d.
dome it.
That's 5d8, my dudes.
Hell yeah! Fucking domed. Dong.
It was like right underneath it. I hope it tickled something it's not used to hitting.
It just like hit and it's stuck in the in between some of the scales. It has just embedded itself like a cannonball in a turtle shell, and
That's
it's just sitting in there.
That's gonna be 21 points of damage.
Okay.
Of
That's very good.
it was
That's
pretty
very
good. It was pretty good. But that was also a 3rd level spell.
I mean, that's pretty good.
On a 1st level spell.
I
That
just
was
did
what I'm
less
casting.
damage with the 4th level spells, so
And it's bludgeoning damage if that makes a difference. And then if I if I stand up, that's an opportunity attack, correct?
No,
No.
only if you
Oh.
move out of his range. But it does take half of your movement to stand up.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to yeah, I'll see if I can stand up, and I guess I'm gonna back away. 5,
You do have a
10,
+1 AC
15.
within 10 feet of me.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of range because I'm a ranged dude. I don't want to be
Okay.
that close again.
It's gonna try and bite you as you do
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
What's your AC?
17, 18 with near Debo.
I got 16 plus 8.
Damn.
Can I use my
Plus
reaction to
8.
take it?
No,
Dang. I
it's
tried.
too big.
No, it's fine. I'll
Debo,
take it.
do you have Sentinel?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had Sentinel or not. It's all good.
Oh shit. Cedrin,
Yep.
you take 44 points of piercing damage as it clamps
My
down
other arm.
on your literally on your hand, and if it was not your magical hand, you would have lost it as it
Oh my
crushes
God.
down upon it, and you can feel so much of it like breaking under the weight of it and rending what would have been sinew and bone, but it magically heals itself as it is your tool.
Hmm.
You also take 5 points of poison damage.
My God.
Believe it or not, I'm bloodied.
Get out of town.
All right, I gotta take Finn out, but you guys continue on.
Oh wait, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. 22.
Okay, you're
Damn.
fine. Don't even worry about it.
Thanks, man.
Would it be disrespectful for me to keep hunting G? Well, actually, no. It's it's gonna burrow. It is going to take its time to burrow. You get an attack of opportunity as it leaves your. Oh no, it doesn't leave you, Debo.
Fucking fight me, coward.
So it burrows down into the ground, leaving a big old hole, giant hole.
You want me to roll my attack?
It's right next to you. You can roll one. Yeah, go ahead and roll one because it is going to move out of your range, just like
Down.
the Z plane, the Y plane, the Y
Nice.
axis.
There's a 17 hit.
Yes, that just as you realize you clip its tail as you are leaving.
Okay, that is 31.
Damn.
Okay. As it does, a part of its tail chunks off into here. It's about the size of like a large ham. A couple of pounds comes off of it as you cleave off the meat of this tail. And it departs from combat. You can feel the quake of it leaving you, find the fall of trees that are being uprooted and crumbling on its path of destruction, leaving the area. Rock still in its side, tail now nubbed. And with that, combat is over.
Boo. Come back here, you coward.
No.
It's probably Fenwick.
It's Fenwick.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Okay. So whenever it looks like it's gone, do these things burrow like just below the surface, where like from an aerial view you could like track it for a little bit?
Mute.
Did you go on mute?
Sorry, I did go on mute. So they can burrow fairly deep, but they this one obviously is leaving a wake of destruction. It moves very quickly. and so you could follow the fallen trees, but it's probably like 15, 20 feet down.
Okay. After seeing that Cedrin got hurt, I'll just go ahead and land. I'll drop Wild Shape, and I'll go to him and to heal him.
All right. Debo, do you want to do anything?
Debo just wants to. He just wants to go sit down. No, he starts burrowing himself. He goes
Hops
over to
in the
these
hole and
trees.
starts pulling.
Debo's upset.
You start pulling at the earth as it's burning you, and its cool sensation actually feels like home again. This is almost, it is a clay soil, but in this particular area, it seems to have a sandy presence to it, and its balance, and it reminds you of the beaches that you've never been to and shortly have forgotten. Make me an intelligence check.
Oh, Debo's great at these.
For your
Intelligence.
memory.
Oh, that's not bad. I got a 15.
Okay, with that, you see that yellow light again start to peer into your mind. It's stuck in the soil like a gem as it peers out to you. And you see in it is a memory, a strand of a memory start to come towards you, and it finds itself, seeps itself back into your mind. And you hear the oceans and Lung speaking to you once more. And with this, the waves breaking against you, and the soil resting in its cooling sensation, you find that the rage that you had produced has dissipated, and your axe glows faintly and softly, giving a nice warm vibration, resting on in its scabbard next to you. And he goes, just one name pops into your mind from the voice of Lung. And he goes, Kest Wolbrun. And that's it.
And then I take it I'm back.
You're back in it, baby. The dark light of the moon's still there. The clouds probably have dissipated from the call lightning. Cedrin's there, wounded. The Boulette, giant Boulette, a basilisk monstrosity gone.
Cedrin, Yato will, seeing the Boulette flee, I'll kind of watch him for a minute in my Quetzalcoatlus form, and after I feel comfortable that he's fled a fair distance, I'll go ahead and land on the ground, revert back to Yato form, and I'll start casting good berries, and I'll hand you 20 good berries that you can start snacking on, and that can heal you 20 HP. And I'll look to Debo and ask if he's all right.
You see Debo come out of his burrow. And he's not happy. He's not sad. But he walks over to you guys, and Debo puts his hand on Yato's shoulder, and he goes, Kest is mine. And Debo just walks away.
I understand. Debo, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I've known you long enough to know that you don't back down from fights. Can you try not to look down on me for backing down from one?
I never looked down on you. They just killed something precious to me.
Yato,
Understand that.
Debo's right. We don't look down on each other. We've been through too much together. Do you
Yeah.
do you remember when this is your warden, and you and Debo helped me with the warden, and we're here to help you with yours.
Yeah. I don't really hold any resentment toward Kest. I don't need him dead. Nothing like that. I don't think he's a good guy. I don't think he's a pleasure to have roaming about the planet. But I'm not. I don't see myself as the judge, jury, executioner to take him off of it.
I don't think I don't think that's your call. Debo might kill him. I'll admit Debo will probably kill him. But
Yeah, I don't know. There's much we can do to stop that.
but this Kess is right on some level that I do not look down on bounty hunters. But this world is not right. These elementals and the celestials they need to be put back, and people like Kess are what are instigating this whole thing. And at the end of it, Kess and the rest of us will be under their boot heel, and he does not see it, and I don't think he will. And if we go around and just keep letting things be how they are, nothing will change. But Yato, you've changed. You were part of it, and as soon as you rose your head up above them, they crushed you back down and threw you in prison. And we need to make a difference. And if that starts with Kess, it is. I have no plans on killing him. Again, Debo might, but we're your friends. We'll never look down on you. The warden was the first person I ever killed, and it took. I couldn't even kill someone who impersonated me. We're here for you. We've all grown. We're all stronger, and I believe in you. And like I said, I followed you. Losing those unicorns felt like a loss to me. But I trusted you and followed you here to whatever the hell giant basilisk things meadow this is.
Yeah,
But
it didn't
we
pick a very
followed
good
you.
meadow.
Well, this is a forest, and I get that. But we followed you, and we still trust you. We will be behind you every step of the way.
I look at you guys and I'm like, this mission didn't come for me. I spoke with my God. Just the name.
If Debo's on a crusade, then we definitely can't stop him.
Yeah, I don't think there was much I could do in the first place. Now I'm for sure not going to get in
The
the way.
bounty hunter has become the bounty.
You're
With
right,
this, there's a clap from Fenwick too. You hear him off in the distance. He's like, "Oh, bravo, good
Eat a
speech,
bag
good
of dicks,
speech."
Fenwick.
Fenwick,
He's
why
so
are you on
cool.
this list?
He
So
goes,
as he's like on his way, I wanna say something real quick to Cedric and Debo. While Fenwick's like making his way over, I'll just kind of go. You raise good points, and you're right. We've been fighting to change the world, and you're right. People like Kester, the reason it's being enforced. You're right. You raised good points. You got to stand up to bullies if you're ever going to do something about it. It's time I look mine in the eye. Yeah, you're right.
I'm also a little disappointed we aren't on the list because we kind of blew up the prison.
I
Yeah.
killed a lot of
I
people.
mean,
And Clunk,
Yeah.
Clunk really blew up the prison. He's not even on the list. I mean,
Huh.
I
That's
wonder
a
if they
good
just-
point.
I wonder if they just
What
don't
if
like
there's just like a
goblins.
level of
I-
infamy?
I broke
is
a lot of
Slotwolf
chairs.
famous? Yeah, you've
I-
broken a lot of stuff. I mean, you broke like a lot of stuff.
I saw you break at least two chairs, at least two.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like a level of infamy. Was Sloth famous before the prison?
Me and my Sally. Yeah.
Fenwick, why are you so?
Why are you on the list? Why are you worth so much?
And we never. Do I remember seeing Fenwick in the prison at all?
No.
I mean, I guess you could just be just a bounty.
I'll just ask him directly as he approaches. Why are you on this list? We were in the
What
prison.
list? Hey, look, guys, what list? What list? Show me it.
I'll pull out the bounty and hand it to him.
Okay, he looks at it
Yeah, sorry.
and he's like, that's crazy. And then he flies away with it.
I will. Can I do Thorn Whip, but like not in like a super aggressive way?
Right.
Like I'm not trying to like damage him. I'm just trying to like Spider-Man him a little.
Right.
Actually, can I also do a reaction? But can I one up the Vine Whip?
Yeah.
I'm a wind wall.
Bonk.
I'm a
Smack.
box him in. I assume he's a smaller, tiny creature.
Yeah.
Like I know he can
He
probably do other
absolutely
magical
is.
ways. I'm sure he can get out, but stealing's wrong. As someone who has stolen a box from the prison, stealing is wrong. Have
Okay, so where do you do the wind wall? Do you do it to hurt him or do you do it like in front of him and stop him?
Yeah, I box him in. I'm doing a cube. I'm like
Okay.
boom, 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 boom. And I'll do it. It's big enough. I can probably keep all of us in here.
So are you just making a square or are you making a cube?
I'll make a cube with all of us in it.
Can you do that with wind wall? It's only a foot thick.
It says 50 feet in any direction. Shape the
I
wall in
know-
any way you choose, so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
On
So
the
you could make
ground.
like a circle or like
I could make a circle, yeah.
like a cylinder.
Oh, I guess I can't
yeah,
make
I
a
don't
roof,
think-
can you?
You can't make a roof.
Yeah, like Force Cage, you could make a roof.
Yeah.
There's
just-
some other ones that can make like a dome. or
I
something.
cast command.
Okay.
He needs to make
Get
a
over
wisdom
here.
15.
I mean, I could argue it's a little pyramid, and you could just point it.
Oh, there you go. That's a continuous wall.
Continuous wall. A cone, an upside down ice cream cone.
Michael, you're like the best player in so many different ways, and your creativity with the verbiage is unstoppable.
I just don't think you can put a roof like you can't take it off the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like that.
No, it
wants
can't
to-
go up. It can't go up.
Why not?
He wants to like
Because it
almost
has to be
close-
on the ground.
It is. You ever take like 2 graham crackers and like make
no,
a tent?
the wind wall has to stay on the ground. You can't lift a part of it up off the ground.
I'm not. I'm tilted. It's at an angle.
It doesn't do that. It makes a path on the ground, not a path up off the ground. On the ground. At what point is this off the ground on the ground?
It's on the ground. It's
Okay.
just turned.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
here,
It's
here,
fine,
look,
it's
look,
yeah.
look,
It's in the air.
look. Here's your wind wall. You see this?
Yeah. That's in the air. That's not on the ground. It doesn't do that. It makes a
But they're-
continuous path on the ground.
Get
But
a
see,
third one. Get a
It's
third
like
one.
sitting like that, like their
It
bottoms on the
doesn't do
ground.
that.
It's just angled.
It doesn't do that. It doesn't say you can angle it.
Doesn't say
It's
I
in-
can't.
Well, it's not how that spell works. It makes a wall.
Oh my god.
It's not how the spell works, my guy.
Oh my god.
It's just a path. It's just a path.
Debo cast command.
Yeah, I thorn whipped him. There was others. We're not wholly relying on the wind pyramid here. Bass Pro Shops 2023. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Depot, what are you commanding him to do?
Come down here.
Back here.
This like wall is forming and Cedric's trying his damnedest to make it a fucking pyramid. And he's like, I want it fucking bent.
Just curve the edges a little bit.
I'm not
It's
wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I'm just telling you the way it's worded, it doesn't work like that. Okay, what do I gotta make for your wisdom save?
A 15.
Okay. What is it? A charisma?
Wisdom.
Damn. I offer you 18.
Anyone got silvery barbs?
Okay, can we
Uh,
see if the thorn whip works? Can we
Yeah,
get to
21 to
the
hit.
thorn whip? 21 to hit. Are you wanting to do damage?
No, I don't like really want to do damage. I just
You
want
just
to
want to
like
wrap him and pull
grab
him.
him. And so Thorn Whip just grabs and pulls.
Okay, yeah, so
So-
you grabbed and pulled him. You
It
grabbed and
grabs
pulled
and
him.
pulls 10 feet closer. So I want to do that like whenever he's like, damn, that's crazy. It starts to fly away. I just want to be like, and just like, whoosh, and like a whip just like shoots out from the ground and grabs a hold of him and yanks him back.
He gets it yanked back. He feels the spell of command try to wash over him, and this wind wall forms. And he's like, guys, chill. It was just a joke. It was just a little prank. I wasn't gonna do nothing.
I'm just gonna say it takes 1d6 because that's what the spell says. I'm just gonna say that.
I asked him if he wanted to do damage. He said he didn't want to do damage because you can do that whenever
It's
you
2d6
want
at
to
this.
incapacitate
but-
someone.
I don't really like. I'm
You-
trying to.
You are
I'm trying
correct.
to.
You are correct. You are correct.
Guys,
Are
I
you
brought
looking
him
at
back
one more?
down.
There you go. All right, whoosh, and then yank him back.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, guys, it was just a prank. It was just a little funsies. He goes, you don't even need it. Why you guys so serious about it? It's just a little paper.
I'll
I didn't
snatch
make
the paper
one.
back from him and be like, "All right, now answer. Why are you on the list?"
Well, obviously because I have a bounty on my head.
Yeah. How'd you get it?
Well, first off, how do we know he didn't just like handwrite that? Because that looks like chicken scratch.
How do you know your name then?
What are names?
Well,
Nope, don't help him. Don't bail him out.
he's just like, he's eyeballing you. He goes, well, you know, because I'm a fun guy. Everyone knows me. I'm cool.
But are you 200,000 gold worth of fun?
I personally think I'm worth more. But that's my personal opinion, you know, not to get all high and mighty, but definitely at least 200,000 gold.
All right, riddle me this: are you $200,000 worth of fun, or are you $200,000 worth of trouble?
Yato, they're the same amount.
I think you just asked me the same thing. Are they not the same thing?
No, not where I'm from. Um,
I mean,
all
you
right.
guys are trouble, and you guys are just a big bag of tricks. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys all the time.
All right. So let me rephrase the question. Let's say that I'm not an ex-bounty hunter and I'm not trying to take you in for the gold. Now, why are you on the list?
That was very specific.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm just a little dude. I'm just a little dude. He goes,
It's a pretty good answer.
I got nothing to tell you. I'm in the same boat as you guys. I'm sure when your guys' bounty comes out, I understand the ego involved, right? The cost. You guys think you have no value because you're not on a bounty. You guys have so much value. Mine is just higher. Like I'm just worth more than you three. It's not a competition.
Did you kill
But
people?
Look at me. I'm very small. I could never.
I'm just a little dude.
I want to roll insight to that. Got a 17.
His smile tells you that he's being totally sincere. As far as you can tell, he has never personally killed anyone.
I know little things can kill if you know what I'm saying.
Nope, don't know what you're saying there. Well, I know that little things can kill because Cedric's the smallest out of any of us, and he's got like the biggest body count. Well, no, Debo does, but he's got like the second biggest body count out of anybody I've ever met. So,
Yato was talking about penises.
Body
Debo,
count.
do
He goes,
you
"What were
really
you guys
think I
doing in
didn't
prison?"
know that? Wait, were you in the prison?
I was in prison. Yes.
Were you in the Cinder?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Whole time.
interesting. I never saw you. I don't think. Were
They
you in?
put me in a lower level because they didn't want me to just like fly off the mountain.
I mean, it
They
makes
couldn't really
sense.
put a flying dude outside in the yard. That would seem redundant.
Makes a bit of sense. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. We
Thank you.
freed you.
Appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to reward you, but then freaking that dude came around and he was not fun. He was annoying and ruined our good time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go get him.
Okay. Can I come? I'm coming regardless, but I'm just asking you to be polite.
Yeah, you might as well. That was very polite.
Okay, thank you.
But
With
don't
that,
say anything else about the bounty and us not having as much value because you're on it and we're not. Because that's rude.
low self-esteem doesn't look good on you, Yato. You gotta work on that. Because you just gotta look, come on.
Well,
I
listen,
killed a
Debo,
lot of people.
Look, we know, Debo. We know. We get it. You're big. You're so big. The biggest.
Yeah, big.
Okay, we'll leave off there. We'll pick up next time.
All right. I'm gonna finish up my notes real quick.
Great job, my dudes. Great
yeah,
job,
was
Jim.
That was a good session.
Great session.
Also, you guys have inspiration because G gave a baller speech. The roleplay
Yeah,
was good.
he did. It was very good.
All right. Well, I gotta go, boys. But it was really good
All right.
seeing you all.
Of course.
Thank you.
Mike,
Thanks
you
for
were
playing.
freaking on tonight with your quips, dude. You were
You're
you were just whipping them out. I was like, oh my god, we gotta keep up.
The pendulum has swung the other way now.
Yes.
We're Nanic, baby. Yep,
See
that's
if
how
we
it
can
goes.
see if we can find the middle. Gotta find the
Yep.
middle.
That's what we do. Nice.
All right, y'all.
right.
Great job. Amazing job,
See
Jim.
ya.
Congrats again on the apartment.
Excellent
We're
works.
super excited for you, dude.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
Toodles.
All right. Night,
Toodles.
guys.
See ya.
Great session.
Night. Thanks for playing. Bye.
Bye.